comes to mind?
Fantastic things.
What comes to mind if you had a minute to talk about Rhonda?
She's a domestic goddess. Puts ice in the freezer.
What was she like when she was 23?
She wasn't a domestic goddess. She was just a goddess. She was a size 5'7". She still is, but the 5'7" is inside trying to get out.
Remember when I was young, and so were you, and time stood still, and love was all we knew. You were the first, so was I. We made love and then you cried. Remember when? Remember when we vowed the vows and walked the walk and gave our hearts, made the start and it was hard. We lived and learned life through curves. There was joy, there was hurt. Remember when? Remember when the sound of little feet was music? We danced to week, brought back the love. We found trust, vowed we'd never give it up. Remember when? Remember when 30 seems so old now, looking back. It's just a stepping stone to where we are, where we've been. Said we'd do it all again. Remember when?
not in his living room.
Yeah, you would have thought that Zadie would be the one to order it.
Happy shindig.
Dad, what are you having? I'm having food.
Remember when we said when we turned gray, when the children grow up and move away, we won't be sad, we'll be glad for all the life we've had, and we'll remember when. Remember when. Remember when.
Tell us about Ira.
Ira,
Yeah, like when you met him, courtship.
he came along, we moved down the street, and he came home on leave, and I got invited to Bobby's house, and he decided that he wanted to take me out. And then he took me out, and he was good to me, and then we went together for, I don't know, 2 or 3 years. Of course, his father didn't like the idea,
Why?
nor his sister. Well, because we were cousins, kissing cousins. And then
What's something that comes to mind from the one of the good times when you guys were dating?
I remember going to New York. This is before we were dating. We weren't dating, and I remember going to New York and wandering around. And we went to the Japanese restaurant, sat on the floor, and it was kind of cool. And
What was the best thing you remember about your wedding?
Me?
Either of you.
Dancing with my wife.
Just,
Would you like to look at pictures?
huh?
Would you like to look at pictures for a reminder?
No.
Oh.
Becoming a bride and having all the family there and,
Being the center of attention.
I met 2 weeks after my honeymoon, got pregnant, and along came little Mr. Adam, and that was interesting because we had company that evening, and the people were like, had just met them, and then all of a sudden I had labor pains. And my father, I think, kind of panicked, and I said, I think it's time to go. Meanwhile, he just kept talking and talking and talking. Finally, we managed to get rid of the couple, and then he took me to the hospital. And 5 hours later, out popped baby, little Mr. Adam. And of course, I didn't know anything about nursing or anything, and I came home and I wasn't going to have a baby nurse, and then I had a spinal, and anyhow I had a wicked headache, and anyways they decided that I should have a nurse. So I would nurse him, and I was getting so sore, and the woman said, I said, how long does this last? She says, oh, and I would nurse him for half an hour, and anyhow, I ended up nursing him for 5 months.
And then, so what was he like as a boy?
As a little boy, he was a good little boy. He was a good little baby. And then he was a good little baby.
Okay,
And then we went to the beach for his first birthday. And then down in Connecticut, little Seth Alexander was conceived. Anyhow, so then Seth came along 20 months after Adam, and it's a good little baby. I nursed him, and I had a baby nurse, and he slept, the first week he slept one night, after like 3 or 4 days. Anyhow, I nursed him for 6 months.
what were they like as little boys?
Oh, they were fighting, and he's getting into little mischief together. They had their little fights, and each one had to do better. As they got older, each one wanted to do better. And anyhow, they just were a little bad. But they had their little,
So,
just that they were good together, actually. And then 5 years later, along came Melissa, dying to have a little girl. And then she was with me all the time. We had Aunt Kay come and stay with me the first week. And then she was a good little baby too. Melissa was with me all the time. And then I decided it was time to go to work. Or I didn't decide to go to work, but I went and decided. I went to work, and then Alyssa went to daycare, which she hated, and has never let me forget it. And
so, what about when the kids were in high school and stuff? What comes to mind?
oh, they were busy. Adam was with his sports and stuff, and Seth was busy. Busy. I know, I'm just a woman of so many words. Just were very active and always on the go. Adam was working. Seth was busy. His social life. Alyssa, when she got to high school, and she went off to Wareham.
And what about your friends and whatever else is going on? Travels.
Well, I had Susan. Have Susan since 8 years old. We've been friends. We've gone through a lot of different things together. Oh, I don't know. We just had a lot of good times. We just had a lot of good laughs. Just always someone to talk to, and always can count on her for
And
anything.
Mrs. Doherty.
And Mrs. Doherty too.
And-
I mean, we've been friends since the kids were little, and been through lots of ups and downs. They've seen plenty, and they know plenty, and that's what life is all about. It's family and friends, and you don't have to have a lot, because it's priceless to have. I'm very fortunate. I thank God for my family and friends, my children, and grandchildren.
What was that
my
like
good
when the
health.
grandkids came along?
Pretty exciting. It's pretty exciting. Out in California, we found out that Mackenzie was born.
Where's your green bag?
Came along, and that was pretty exciting. Saw her when she was, what, 2 or 3 weeks old. And then along came Alina 3 years later. And that was amazing because we saw her when she was within 5, 6, 7 hours. And that's pretty exciting. You can see them along. And Tyler, we saw him already. He was already 2 or 3 months old. We get to see them a lot and spend time with them, all of them. Megan and Caitlin, you know, they're pretty special.
I was down at Cape on a porch having my coffee, looking at the Sunday paper, and Uncle Adam called to tell me they had the baby. We knew it was going to be a girl. And he said, "Where's Mom?" I said, "She's not here. She's in Worcester. She's coming down this afternoon."
She is?
And that was the plan. And then I knew the next phone call would be from Nana. And she called. We congratulated each other. And I heard a lot of noise in the background. And I said, "Where are you?" And she said, I said, "You can't get to North Reading from Worcester in 10 minutes. She said, "No, I'm in Brockton with Alyssa. And she's in labor." And I said, "Call me when something happens." And then she called me back to say that you were too big. They were going to do a cesarean. So I went up to the hospital, and I went in, and I told them the name, and I didn't eat. They said, "The baby's already born." I didn't even ask what it was. I didn't know if you were a girl or a boy or what. I got upstairs, and I guess I missed your father in the hall, one of them. And they told me it was a boy, and we waited. And while they were taking care of your mother, the nurse brought you out. And I got to hold you when you were, I don't know, what, an hour old? And you wanted gum. No, I made that up.
Didn't something else happen that day too?
And then, right. And then your cousin was born in the morning. And did I call Adam? I don't remember first. But I know that she had the baby.
I say fortunate for all the family. And I thank everybody for being here. What else would you like me to say? I don't know what else I can say. And Ira Siegel too. Last but not least, it's been a good ride. And hopefully it'll be a better ride. It will continue being that good.
How would you describe my parents' marriage?
Okay, that's a loaded question. How would I describe your parents' marriage? Well, I have known them for 25 years, so I have been around for half their marriage. And I can say that for two people that on the surface seem completely incompatible, they make it work, you know? Who am I to say? I've been married for 13 years?
14 years.
14 years. And, you know, far be it from me to say what's right or what's wrong. You know, they've been at it for 50 years and they're still married. So, you know, congratulations on 50 years and many more.
Wow, 50 years. How did that happen? It seemed like yesterday that you were getting married. When I think of people who have been married for 50 years, I think of old people, not you, Ira and Rhonda. Anyways, I was asked if I remembered your wedding. Well, of course I remembered your wedding. After all, you were young and in love. And I was 16. I was skinny. I had my new nose. I looked awesome at your wedding. How could I forget that? And it was so much fun. It was almost like being at a Beth Israel Passover Seder. It was all Siegels and Martins. I knew pretty much everyone. And it was a party hosted by Sam and Maya. How could that not be a great time? Anyways, I loved your wedding. I love that you hit 50 years. I'd like to say here's to another 50, but I guess I'll say here's to another 15. And if it's more than that, then that's a bonus. Have a great day. I'm sorry that I missed it. Hopefully I'll see you within the next week when we're up to Thanksgiving, and just enjoy it. Congratulations. Love you.
All my life's a circle. Sunrise and sundown. Moon rolls through the nighttime till the daybreak comes around. All my life's a circle, but I can't tell you why. Seasons spinning round again, the years keep rolling by. It seems like I've been here before. I can't remember when, but yes I can. And I got this funny feeling that we'll all be together again. There's no straight lines make up my life, and all the roads have bends. There's no clear-cut beginnings, and so far no dead end.
This is the cheese all white and sloppy. The top, the sausage is spicy and choppy.
I found you 1,000 times. I guess you've done the same. But then we lose each other. It's just like a children's game. But as I find you here again, the thought runs through my mind. Our love is like a circle. Let's go round one more time. It goes, all my life's a circle. Sunrise and sundown. The moon rolls through the nighttime till the daybreak comes around. Just think of me as Mitch Miller and you'll do fine. Are you ready? All my life's a circle coming at you. All my life's a circle. Sunrise, sunrise and sundown. The moon rolls through the nighttime. The moon rolls through the nighttime till the daybreak. Till the daybreak comes around. All my life's a circle, but I can't tell you why, but I can tell you why. Season's spinning, the season's spinning round again, the years keep rolling by. I want to show those of you who feel a little bit embarrassed that anybody can sing this song. First, I'd like to call up the road crew. Mike Solomon and Jeff Gross, who also, actually to call them a road crew is a gross injustice because they handle sound, lights, and everything else. Jeff, Michael, come on up here. You guys have heard of Simon and Garfunkel, right? Well, these guys are sort of like the 70s answer to Simon and Garfunkel. They sound a little bit like Seals and Crofts and a little bit like Sears and Roebuck. Where are you guys? Okay, anytime you're ready. All my life's a circle, sunrise and sundown. The moon rose through the nighttime till the daybreak comes around. Sing like Haldeman and Ehrlichman. All my life's a circle, but I can't tell you why. Big ending, guys. Seasons spinning round again. The years keep rolling by. All right. Don't go away. Don't go away. And to make the final conclusive evidence, there's been a gentleman up here hiding behind his cello all night, and you may wonder why he plays the cello in the first place.
Would you like to hear Michael sing this song? Mike, stand up. Leave the chair alone. And I want you to sing it with a great deal of feeling and soul.
All my life's a circle, sunrise and sundown. The moon goes through the nighttime, the daybreak comes around.
Mario Lanza lives.
All my life's a circle, and I can't tell you why.
Beginning now, Michael.
The season's spinning round again, years keep rolling by.
Well, all right. Are you guys ready to feel it now? Are you ready to feel it? All my life's a circle coming at you. 1, 2, 3, 4. All my life's a circle. Sunrise and sundown. The moon rolls through the nighttime till the daybreak comes around. All my life's a circle. But I can't tell you why. But I can tell you why. The season's spinning round again. The years keep rolling by. One more time now. Everybody get on your feet. Feel it now. All my life's a circle.